Portugal, on the western coast of the Iberian Peninsula, is one of Europe's most visited countries due to its beautiful weather, low prices, and great attractions. Portugal's architecture reflects its grandeur when it ruled a vast empire from Brazil to Macau in China. In today's video, we will talk about the 13 best places to visit in Portugal. Number 13. Braga. Brazil's third largest city, Braga is in the north and surrounded by gentle hills, broad valleys, and fertile farms. The city of archbishops has more than just churches, including a picturesque old town and an active nightlife. Its big student population gives its historical core a youthful and dynamic feel despite its winding small alleyways, exquisite plazas, and stunning old buildings. Thus, there are many affordable yet good cafes, restaurants, and bars, as well as beautiful monuments and museums. Since it houses the Archdiocese of Braga, is a major Portuguese way pilgrimage point and many people visit during Semana Santa. This is when religious processions pass through the city's many beautiful Baroque churches. Number 12. Tomar. Tomar, surrounded by farmland in central Portugal, is one of its most lovely villages. As the Knights Templars headquarters, its ancient streets contain major historical, cultural, and religious monuments. Elegant Gothic, Manueline, and Renaissance buildings are in the center. While centuries-old churches, chapels, and palaces abound, the castle and convent of the Order of Christ are its principal attraction. Number 11. Guimarães. Guimarães, near Braga in northern Portugal, has one of the country's most beautiful and well-preserved old centers. The city is known as the birthplace of Portugal, as Afonso Henriques was born there. Guimarães' 10th century castle and Grand Dukes of Braganza Palace are its principal attractions. They have stunning architecture and reveal the city's rich past. Visitors can stroll around its medieval core, which has beautiful plazas, historic buildings, monuments, museums, and art galleries. Number 10. Coimbra. Coimbra, a lovely city on the Mondego River in central Portugal. With one of Europe's oldest universities, gorgeous parks, the country's second Fado style, and a vibrant culture. Losing yourself in Coimbra's historic sites, from the old cathedral to the Gothic monastery of Santa Clara of Velha, where Queen Isabel's tomb rests, is a treat. You must visit the University of Coimbra to see the Joanina Library, one of the world's most beautiful. City parks and botanical gardens are great for picnics and strolls, while cobblestone squares include charming shops and cafes for coffee and people watching. Number 9. Azores. Azores lies 1,500 kilometers off the west coast of mainland Portugal in the midst of the Atlantic. These 9 volcanic islands offer stunning scenery and outdoor leisure. Hiking around the islands is fun because lush valleys and mountains overlook jagged cliffs, hidden coves, and exquisite beaches. Its most striking features are Mount Pico, the archipelago's tallest peak, and Lago do Fogo, a beautiful crater lake. Dolphin and whale watching, scuba diving, and sailing are popular in the Azores' rich waters. Most visitors to the archipelago visit its nature parks and marine reserves, but Ponta Delgada and Angra do Heroísmo are beautiful seaside villages. Number 8. Aveiro. Aveiro, known as the Venice of Portugal for its attractive canals, elegant bridges, colorful gondolas, and speedboats, is a lively city on Portugal's Atlantic coast in central Portugal. Historic sites, beautiful beaches, and delicious food make Aveiro a popular tourist destination. Walking is the best method to see Aveiro, but tour boats and free bikes are also available. Aveiro's attractions include the Cathedral São Gonçalves Chapel and Convento de Jesus. All have great architecture and art. Number 7. Costa Nova. Forum Aveiro is a retail center with many shops, cafes, and a cinema. Both the seafood market and central market sell fresh seafood, meat, veggies, and handicrafts for souvenirs. Aveiro's Silver Coast is known for its immaculate beaches like Costa Nova, São Jacinto, and Barra, ideal for swimming, sailing, and kite surfing. Number 6. Óbidos. An historic fortified wall surrounds Óbidos, a highland city in western Portugal's central region. Moors fortified the hill in the 8th century. The first king of Portugal, Afonso Henriques, took it from the Moors in 1148 and modified it in the 14th century. With the wall as its main attraction, Óbidos' medieval castle and historic center are readily walkable. Visitors wind through small, cobblestone alleyways past crowded squares, tempting cafes, charming shops, handcraft fairs, and whitewashed buildings with bright flowers. Old churches like Santa Maria and Street Peters with hand-painted tiles, ceilings, and walls are beautiful. The castle's grand architecture, enormous gates, towers, and battlements are now a fancy hotel yet still impressive. Óbidos celebrates its medieval festival in July with a costume parade, jugglers, roving minstrels, jousting nights, performances, and a medieval handcraft market with spit roasted pork and sausages. Number 5. Porto. Porto, a major city in northern Portugal on the hills overlooking the Douro River, is known for its natural and architectural beauty and port wine production. Porto has good bus, subway, and cable railway connections to other Portuguese cities. The Ribeira, a riverside pedestrian zone in Porto, is full of live music, cafes, restaurants, and street vendors. The Ponte Dom Luís, a metal, double-deck arch bridge connecting Porto to Vila Nova de Gaia, noted for its port wine cellars, dominates this tourist area. Church of St. Francis and Porto Cathedral are two of Porto's many architectural gems with magnificent interiors, art, and gardens. Cleric's Tower and Stock Exchange Palace with its Arab Room are further sights. In addition to sightseeing, Porto has several fun activities. Quality museums and concert halls offer arts and culture. The historic Mercado do Bolhão offers fresh fish, vegetables, fruits, and handicrafts. Boat rides on the river and walks along the Foz garden-lined esplanade offer stunning views of the city. Number 4. Madeira. Madeira Island, known as the Floating Garden of the Atlantic, is a fertile island between Portugal and North Africa, known for its lush green landscapes, flower gardens, wines, and one of the world's largest New Year's fireworks displays. One of Europe's most attractive holiday destinations, Madeira Island is the main island of Portugal's independent Madeira archipelago. The island's natural beauty, warm climate, and low crime draw travelers from throughout the world. Tourists can get around Madeira by bus and rental car, as well as airline, cruise ship, and ferry. Madeira is famous for its lush parks, colorful gardens, enchanting forests and natural reserves, steep mountains, and pebbled beaches with blue ocean waves. You must see the Orchid Garden and the Laurisilva Forest, which has the most laurel in the world. The Levadas, a stunning system of canals and aqueducts, offer scenic strolling pathways. The island's shoreline has pebbled beaches, beautiful water, rock pools, and fishing, diving, sailing, and whale watching. Number 3. Sintra. Located in the slopes of the Sintra Mountains on the Lisbon coast, a day trip from Lisbon, Sintra is a beautiful location with villas, royal retreats, palaces, and castles from the 8th century. The Romans, Moors, and Portuguese monarchs admired Sintra, which Lord Byron called the most beautiful settlement in the world in a personal letter. The hills of Sintra make walking difficult, but the rewards are worth it. All of the city's attractions, including Penas Palace, a fantasy castle resembling Neuschwanstein, are accessible by bus. Forested parklands with exotic trees, plants, and flowers surround Penas Palace, a mid-1800s Portuguese royal family summer getaway. Additionally, Regaleira Palace and Gardens has gorgeous architecture and interesting Masonic symbols. The Castle of the Moors, ruins on the city's tallest hill, and the charming Montserrat Palace with its subtropical gardens are also worth seeing. You can entertain yourself in the Toy Museum, which has over 20,000 toys from ancient Egypt. Number 2. Algarve. Sunny Mediterranean climate, beautiful beaches, scenic villages, flower-clad hills, historic buildings, delicious cuisine, and inexpensive prices make the Algarve one of Portugal's most popular tourist destinations. The Algarve, in the country's southernmost section, is a visual feast, from olive trees, whitewashed villages, and gorgeous villas to the wild, windswept coast with its towering cliffs and summer resorts. The Algarve has vibrant cities and charming towns with cobblestone streets, antique buildings, and old churches. The region's capital is Faro, while Lagos is its nightlife hub. Situated amongst orange trees, Sils is famous for its red sandstone fortress, while Tavera is a graceful town with Renaissance buildings, bridges, and castles. In addition to Roman remains, the picturesque landscape has many golf courses, and the strawberry tree-covered Monchique mountain range is wonderful for hiking, biking, and horseback riding. The Cubas has gorgeous beaches and secret coves for swimming, deep-sea fishing, cave exploring, and yacht trips. The Algarve's fresh fruit, almonds, carob beans, and shellfish make its cuisine wonderful. Traditionally distilled from strawberry tree berries, Madronho is the Algarve's drink. Number 1. Lisbon. Portugal's capital and largest city, stretching along the Tagus River near the Atlantic Ocean, winds upward among 7 steep hills, creating an enchanting destination of warm weather, alluring alleys, quaint shops, Gothic cathedrals, impressive bridges, and colorful neighborhoods reverberating in traditional fado music. Lisbon, one of the world's oldest cities, is known for its various barrows. Belém is famous for its royal palaces, gardens, and historic structures like the Jerónimos Monastery, one of Portugal's most visited destinations. Alfama, the city's oldest Moorish enclave, has cobblestone lanes, rustic architecture, Street George's Castle, and fado cafes and bars. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.